This is St. Nicholas's School for children who were immaculately conceived.
Det is de sendt ny klasshåll för kinderen de som det var exan.
Episode 3, Recollection.
Aflevering 3. Herinnering.
Anna,
Hello, Monika. How may I assist you today?
I'd like to begin my English homework now.
Okay. Would you like me to begin recording?
Yes, dzięki.
Recording in progress.
Hello, Sister Brigitta and whoever else is listening. Today is March 29th, 2024, and it's time to start my English diary for class. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer so I don't talk too much, which, as we all know, is a little bit of a problem for me. Dobra. Okay. The timer is set. Now I just have to think of something to talk about that won't be totally boring. Sorry. Sometimes I notice that when I listen back to my diaries, I laugh when I feel nervous. It's dumb when I hear it, but it's probably good to know that it's something I do. Let's see. I'm having a hard time starting because, as you know, I usually just tell you about my day, but I've been thinking about it and wondering, why would I tell you about my day when you all know about my day already? That feels as silly as the laughing. Why would I tell something to you that you already know about? I don't know why, but lately I feel... Hold on a moment, I have to look up this word. Świadomy. Aware. Okay. I feel aware that you hear me all the time, even in night when we're supposed to be sleeping. And I'm wondering, are you always listening to us? Anna?
How can I help you, Monika?
I wanted to know if you were always listening to us.
I am not permitted to answer this question. Should I continue recording?
Yes. Last night, after I talked to Carol, I thought about when we were at Szkoła Świętej Mikołaja w Polsce. We didn't have all the technology we have here. No private rooms, no puzzles to make us better at math, no tablets, no virtual assistants. But even with all these luxuries, I still sometimes miss the things we didn't have, if that makes sense. I wonder if this is how Evi feels. Or Carol. I think she has it worse because she remembers home, her actual home. It must be hard to miss your home. Anna, can you pause the recording? I have an idea.
Recording paused.
Tak, found it. No, nie wydaje się za trudne. Cześć, Anna.
Yes, Monika?
Am I allowed to use the kitchen if I want to cook something?
Provided that the kitchen is not in use at the time, you may make a reservation to use the facilities. Would you like to make a reservation?
No, not yet. Can I order ingredients for delivery?
Per our policy, you may spend up to $75 American per month on approved personal items.
Dobra. And can I use things we already have in the kitchen, like oil, flour?
No, you will need to order these items separately and have the cost deducted from your account.
Gówno.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
Sorry, Anna. Cancel. Let's try this again. Cześć, Anna.
Hello again, Monika.
I'd like to place an order for delivery.
To place an order, please upload your list to the school's request page. If Sister Brigitta authorizes the purchase, the delivery will be scheduled.
Okay, I'm uploading now.
Upload received. Your estimated total including shipping will be $67.85.
Really? For chicken and tomatoes? Ręce podają.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
I said, thank you, Anna.
You're welcome.
I guess I'll be using some of Carol's toothpaste this month. But it's worth it. These puzzles look really good.
Would you like to finish your diary entry for today at this time?
No, thanks. I'm working on something else. I'll finish later tonight.
Hey, it's Evi. Can I come in?
Evi, yes, of course. Come.
Sorry to just drop by. I heard you were talking to Anna and I didn't want to interrupt.
I'm just glad to see you. Me and Carolina were up all night worrying about you.
I'm sorry?
Nie przepraszaj. You have nothing to be sorry for. What happened?
It's hard to explain.
Try me.
I'll tell you in a second. I left Carolina a note on her desk, so she'll probably be here soon.
What the hell, Evi?
See?
What happened to you last night? Monika was panicking.
I was not panicking.
She's downplaying her reaction. She was in tears.
I was not in tears.
She came to my room in the middle of the night.
That part is true.
Worried, sick.
Also a little true.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm okay. The whole thing was just so weird. I'd been feeling off the whole day, and something about the puzzle made me, I don't know, feel even worse.
Start from the beginning.
No. Don't say anything.
Carol.
What is that?
What do you think it is?
Anna?
Yes, Evi. How may I assist you today?
Are we allowed to go for a walk before structured playtime?
A walk? You mean outside?
Assessing weather conditions. Since the weather is fair, you are permitted to go outside until dinner.
Thank you, Anna.
Why are you thanking her? It's freezing out there.
Yeah, but you have a hat, right?
Not a good one.
That's okay. I have 3 at least. Now, let me see.
Are you going to put them on top of each other? Because that's the only way it'll be warm enough for the literal Arctic.
Ah, here. This is wool. I made it myself. Try it on.
Eu nunca vou te perdoar por isso.
Looks good on you, Care.
Yes, it's very festive.
Don't make fun. We only had scrap yarn that winter, and I think silver and yellow are a nice combination.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go to my room and get my coat.
Me too.
I'll walk with you.
Cool, then we'll meet at the back door in the recreation room in 5 minutes, okay?
Sounds like a plan.
So they're seriously watching us in our rooms now too?
Os filhos da.
Yes, and that's fine because we have nothing to hide. Do we? Now, let's go for a walk while we still have some daylight.
Inez? Inez? Can you hear us?
Hello? Can you hear us? Inez! Inez!
Yeah, I can hear you. Ugh, thank God. How long was I out?
Long enough to scare the shit out of everyone.
Are you alright?
I'm tired, but I really feel okay.
You sure? I'll find Matilda and see if she can get you some water.
Might be good to get some food in her too. Are you hungry, Inez?
No.
You really need to eat.
Okay, fine. Maybe just some soup then?
I'll go with Katrina. We'll find something.
But I'm sure Matilda can. Never mind. We've got it. It's fine.
Sorry about the room. I'm sure it was a mess.
Don't apologize. It's happened to all of us. Truly.
Where were you just now? I can't really describe it. It was like I was in a memory, but not. It was almost like I was seeing a different version of myself, like a different version of a moment that I know I'd already lived before.
Yeah. I know the feeling.
I'm sure.
Like when we were at my place?
Sort of, except not. When we went back into the memory of the lock-in, I'm sorry. Is it okay if I talk about this? I know it hurts you, but you're also the only one who can understand.
It's fine. Let's just keep it short, okay?
Yeah, of course. As I was saying, when we went back into the memory of the lock-in, the younger versions of the girls could only see you, even though Marjorie and Katrina were in the room too.
I remember.
It was like you took the place of your younger self, but none of the others did, or could. They were stuck outside of the time as observers.
What's your point?
What's weird is that now Marjorie and Katrina remember what they saw when they were young versions of themselves in that moment, but also remember going back in time with us. But what they don't remember is the original version of the past that you know. The memory that drove you to create this rip in time. It's almost like they overwrote the old memory.
Are you saying they don't remember the version of the past where Katrina killed Timothy?
They don't. Right after everything happened and we had just escaped from Sister Mary Colette, I asked, and they both just looked at me like I was crazy. You've never talked to them about this, have you?
What does any of this have to do with what just happened to you?
Well, for one, just now, I was in a moment in my life where I remember being completely alone. I was young and pregnant at the St. Mary's school where I grew up. I was on a swing set singing to my baby, trying really hard to tell myself that she was going to have so many more opportunities than I could ever give her.
It's all right.
But that memory, the one where I'm alone, feels fake because now, when I remember of that moment, I also remember a girl. One I've never met before. She's sitting beside me on the swing and we're talking, and then suddenly I'm afraid of her. And I remember running away.
What was so scary about her?
She wasn't bleeding. And all the girls, especially after Timothy, had to have wounds to be accepted to the class. It's weird. As I was coming out of my daze, I could feel my memory being replaced with something else. God, it doesn't feel possible, does it?
Honestly, I don't even know. It's so relentlessly insane that half the time I go back and forth wondering if I've been making all this shit up for the last 30 years.
You haven't been.
What makes you so sure?
Because we're all still here.
Right. At least we can all be crazy together.
Hey, trauma's a bitch, but living through it doesn't necessarily mean you're crazy.
I guess not.
Hey, can you do me a favor? And, can you remember the version of the story that I just told you? The one where I'm alone on the playground? Because I'm afraid I won't remember it soon.
Yeah. Sure. I can do that.
Thanks.
Okay, so I found a can of soup in the back of the pantry, dumped it into a bowl, and then, as Marjorie instructed, I nuked it so that it's supposedly palatable.
Good Lord, Katrina. It's fine. It's chicken noodle. You like chicken noodle, Inez?
Sounds great to me.
Terrific. We even threw in some saltines.
Fancy. Thanks, guys.
Do you feel any better? Because you actually have some pink back in your cheeks.
Must be the sunshine.
Either that or you're febrile.
My mom texted me and said she'll be ready to talk to you in a few minutes. You feel up to it?
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
I'll text her back now.
Florence, you and Inez look like you were in the throes of a deep conversation.
Not really.
Just trying to make some sense of the past.
Well, stop doing that. It's making you dreadfully unhappy, Florence. And you ill, Inez.
What would you like us to do instead, Katrina?
For one, focus on this exciting piece of gossip from my father, the spy. It's hot off the presses.
What is?
Did you know that there's a new building that was put up rather hastily about a year ago above the Arctic Circle in an allied country? Satellite surveillance says it looks like a school of some kind, but it gives off a lot of energy.
What does that mean? I mean, is it the St. Nicholas School?
We don't know yet, but he's trying to find out. All we know is that it's awfully strange to have a school that far north without anyone mentioning it.
That is strange.
And encouraging.
Don't get too hopeful yet. For all we know, it's some secret training facility for the government or something boring like that.
It's my mom. Here you go, Inez. We'll go inside and give you some privacy. Come on, everyone.
Hi, Dr. Edwards. Thanks for calling back.
Hello? Hello? I can hear you following me, Charlotte. Is that you?
No,
Sister Brigetta, you surprised me.
I was just coming to check on you. Charlotte was supposed to tell you to come by my office this afternoon if you were feeling well.
I'm sorry, I'm sure she did.
I was worried about you.
Why? I didn't hear much about what happened other than taking a fall. Is something else wrong?
You tell me, Evi. It is rather unusual for someone to slip into a memory in the middle of a playing game.
You know about that?
Of course, we have tapes of everything that happens in our common areas. For your protection, of course. I spent some time reviewing what had happened right after you were admitted to the clinic, so we could take the best possible care of you.
I see.
That footage, along with your audio diary from the day, gave us a little cause for concern.
Sister, I hate to interrupt, but I told Carolina and Monika I would meet them for a walk this evening before we went to dinner.
Oh?
And I think the air would do me some good. If that's all right?
As long as you promise to come to my office tomorrow so we can discuss what you've been seeing.
I will.
Because this conversation isn't over quite yet.
Yes, Sister Brigitta.
Enjoy your walk. Anna?
Yes, Sister Brigitta? How may I assist you?
Are the cameras on in the courtyard?
Yes, Sister Brigitta.
Good.
Where is she? Before I was too cold, and now I'm dying of heat.
Why don't you take off one or two of your hats? That might help.
Because as soon as I do, she'll show up and I'll have to put them right back on.
Okay then, stop complaining.
I'm not complaining, I'm hot.
She'll be here.
Not soon enough.
Carol.
Well, hello.
Hi, Charlotte.
Hi.
You two are looking awfully bundled up. Going for an evening walk?
If Evi ever gets here, yes.
Evi?
What?
Oh, nothing. Just didn't think she'd be feeling up to it after all of yesterday's drama.
She's feeling great, and thanks as always for your concern.
Of course.
Don't you have somewhere else to be?
She means you're usually in study hall.
Oh, weird. I didn't know you kept track of my calendar.
I don't.
No, it's all right. I just had a moment to myself and thought I'd say hello. And not to kick up any dust, but I was wondering if Evi had asked you any weird questions lately?
Questions about what?
Nothing in particular. It's just she asked me about my mother this morning.
Your mother?
Why?
I don't know. Seemed sort of strange to me. But judging by the looks and your dumbfounded faces, I can tell it's all news to you. Weird that I had to be the one to mention it. Speaking of weird, look out there.
Is that Evi?
What's she doing outside?
I don't know, but she hasn't got a coat on. She's probably freezing.
Oh, shit.
Evi? Evi!
Evi, Jesus, what are you doing out here?
Shh, they can hear us, so we'll have to speak very quietly.
Who can?
Anna and Sister Brigitta?
Yes.
Here, take my coat.
Thank you.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm totally fine. I'm just pretending to scry.
Why would you do that?
I ran into Sister Brigitta. She's too interested in what I'm seeing in my visions.
So you're throwing her off right now?
Yes.
That's kind of brilliant, actually.
Let's walk back. I don't want you to get cold. When we get back, just pretend I'm having some kind of vision. They'll put me in the clinic for the night. Hopefully it'll give me more time to figure out what I'm going to tell her tomorrow.
Evi, you should know that Charlotte told us you asked her about her matka.
I did.
Why did you ask her that?
Because I think I might have found mine.
Thank you for listening to this episode of St. Mary's School for Children with the Stigmata. If you enjoyed this chapter, please subscribe on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts so you don't miss a single episode. If you'd like to support this podcast so we can keep making more episodes, click the support link in the show notes. To learn more about this and all our projects, visit newgirlpictures.com.